I find it strange that individuals who allow themselves to be the front line of certain allegations to give credibility to other people are now coming out with a different tune after this man has been condemned in the public and convicted in the courts. The same ones who you could see gaslighting and encouraging the king of R&B were the same ones who were upset about being in the shadows because nobody knew about them while they were plotting on their dreams and aspirations, their hopes of being a reality star. And like I said, being used to facilitate one of the most janky docuseries ever just to back away from certain things that implicated themselves. Now, what's strange to me is the blatant red flags that had me side-eyeing so many of these people, including Drea Kelly herself, is the same reason why you see them switching their narratives now. They don't want to talk about certain aspects of the things that they put out here on these platforms because, honestly, in my opinion, they don't want to admit to any accountability in any of their actions way, way back then. Now, allegedly, Drea Kelly wanted to be part of the Atlanta cast with Love and Hip Hop. But guess what? When a person doesn't want you to use their name and brand, we see over and over with these people in the industry making it their business to find a way to include you one way or another. But the gag is, you may be able to fool some of the public as to why you were R. Kelly's biggest cheerleader at one point in time when you thought things were going your way. And then when you decided to make a name for yourself, piggybacking off of his own damn name, it turns left, especially when you're brought up in certain allegations that you don't want brought to the public as you continue to enable other people to run with janky ass storylines. Now, I could sympathize with a woman who feels like she's wasted her whole prime life to a man just to see him doing all this and all this with younger women. Yeah, it might make me feel some type of way, just being honest. But when you start to bring your kids into the fuckery, when you start to again exclude your involvement in a lot of these allegations and you open the door for a lot of janky ass individuals to piggyback off of stories, then you can see why Drea Kelly has been the number one suspect when it comes to people who should be charged. So it don't even matter what she feels at this particular point or the fact that she switched it up and now all of a sudden she don't want to talk about Aaliyah. She wants her legacy to be left at peace as her brother tries to come out with this new dog because he damn sure ain't got control of Aaliyah's music or any of the other releases that people were promised over the years as they continue to attach Aaliyah and R. Kelly. But like I said, now all of a sudden, oh, Drea Lee, she don't want to talk about Aaliyah and R. Kelly. She wants her legacy to be left at peace, even though a whole prosecutor used this storyline to convict this man.
Dream girl, gotta close my eyes to see her. More than a woman, give me vibes like Aaliyah. Can't remember to forget you like Shakira. Before I awake, let me see you in the mirror. Damn, 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 damn. Girl, you look good, throw it back in the mirror. Girl, who is you playing with? All in the mirror.
Now, when Drea Lee, aka Drea Kelly, thought she was going to be the star of Surviving R. Kelly, it's funny how much information she was willing to volunteer and show just how deep her feelings went when it comes to certain allegations and what motivated her to speak. But it's funny now she's taking this stance that she don't want to talk about Aaliyah. Listen to this shit.
In that time frame, did you ever meet Aaliyah? No, and here's the thing, and I always say this to people, and I try to say it as respectfully as possible. Don't ask me shit about Aaliyah.
Now, I guess it's very well possible that they were on the same freaking video shoot with Summer Bunnies, but never encountered each other. And it's strange that, again, it took a conviction for her to have this bold stance that she has now. But let's continue.
And the reason I say that is because she has passed on. Let her rest in peace. She's not here to confirm or deny. And when you look at her legacy and all the work that that woman had to put in to undo and separate herself and become the icon and the star, let her have her damn moment, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, why do y'all, that is the most disrespectful thing that I think people do, is we say rest in peace and let the dead rest and honor their legacy, and then y'all keep pulling her into something that when she was alive she didn't even want to talk about. So what the hell make y'all think the ghost of Aaliyah gonna come back and talk about it now?
Yeah. Present day, someone who is experiencing something similar to what he went through is now Diddy. And the allegations, it's just been a snowball effect. I mean, it starts civil and then it rolls into what appears to be something criminal. Curious as to what that's been for you. You've met Diddy, I take it.
I have.
Okay. Well, what was your interaction
I'm
like?
good on you. Then. I'm an energy person, and after being in it and out of it, your antennas are up. So you can detect that energy a mile away.
This lady's so damn full of shit. But like I said, the point in this video was, again, what if she took that same approach 6 years ago when people started to inquire about this Aaliyah storyline that has been put on these platforms? What if she took such a bold statement when you had janky-ass people coming forward talking about their R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter? Why couldn't people leave her legacy alone then? When Jaguar Wright is on these platforms spilling all this bullshit, why wasn't her position leave Aaliyah's legacy alone then? Because then you'd have to come out and tell the public how the prosecutors are using a deceased individual as a Jane Doe to cover up their facilitation of a so-called bribery charge instead of holding certain individuals accountable while they give them immunity. Somebody, make this shit make sense. But just for the slow people who couldn't break down this collage and couldn't see why these janky-ass superfans who tried to put a spin on the very nature of the bribery charge instead of listening to all of the key points that I gave you as to why this charge was janky as hell, why certain government officials should have been prosecuted, why a janky-ass tour manager should have been prosecuted. Hell, it's a lot of people that should have been prosecuted attached to this janky ass storyline as they gave immunity to Demetrius Smith. And it didn't take me showing no damn nipples to no federal witness interfering with this investigation to come to that realization. Now clock that T.